Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool deck here, and pretty what these are some power station. You can see right here we do have all three of the product from the Ecoflow River series, and here we do have the Delta 2. So the reason why I want to compare these products right here is the fact that for the River series is a lot more smaller and compact, as not as powerful compared to the Delta 2 or the Delta series. The Delta 2 is the most basic one out of the Delta series in terms of what you guys do get. But definitely for the Delta 2 product, has way more power than what you guys get for these River products. And it is obviously bigger and a lot more heavier, so you definitely get more power on these. And you guys also get more output on here. So if you guys notice all the ones on here give you guys similar stuff, but this one give you guys even more USB option, USB-C option, AC option, etc. And the cool thing about this one is the fact that when you guys look at the side right here, they do have the option for you guys to open up to put in the extra battery on here to provide even more power if you guys want to, which is really convenient, especially when you guys are going camping. But you can see on the side right here, they do have the air vent option to prevent it from overheating when you guys use that. Same thing for the one right here on the side as well. You can see right there. Like I mentioned, for this one, it's slightly more heavier, so they do have the handle for you to carry around it much easier. But this one definitely gives you guys a lot more of the USB-C option and USB. It provides you guys 4 of the USB-A option and then 2 USB-C option that provide you guys 100 watts of power. And then here, this side right here, that also give you guys like the DC option and also the AC option. For this one, it does give you guys 4 of the 2-prong option and 2 of the 3-prong option. Not sure why they did not give you guys more of the 3-prong option. I feel like that's a lot more convenient. But right here, if you guys open up, that is where the plug-in cable to plug in the wall outlet option and the solar option and car charging option. And they also have the overload protection. So in terms of how much power it does provide when you guys use it on here compared to these, this one I believe was like 600 watts of power maximum if you guys use the X Boost technology. This one right here can go up to 1000 and this one is 1600. Where for the outlet on here, I believe it goes up to like 1800 watts when you guys do use that. So that's more than enough power for you guys to use for like an electric kettle or something else, which I'm about to test out in a second. Before I do, I want to show you guys the design for this one real quick. So for each one of these right here, they do have a little handle for you guys to carry around really easily. And then here's what the front part looks like for this one. Where for these two right here, it's almost the same design in terms of what you guys do get. You can see this what it looks like in front. And then here we do have the air vent on the side. And here's the hand on top. Compared to this one right here, is a lot more heavier than the other one. But they do give you guys the 4 3-prong option. Where for this one right here, give you guys two of each. But you guys also have the air vent option on both sides. And the handle right here to carry around really easy. And then here is what it actually looks like in the back for you guys to plug it in. So this is the same design in the back as the River 2 Max. You can see right there. And also the one right here for the River 2. But they do have the air vent option in the back. And also throughout the front right here. Same thing for the front one right here as well. These also have the air vent option to prevent it from overheating when you do use it. If you can see from the side right there. Not sure if you can see in the video. And the cool thing about all like the Ecoflow product when you guys do use it for the input option, it does provide a lot of power to fast charge it within like an hour. And the other thing that's really cool about the Ecoflow product is the fact that they do have the option for you guys to connect it on the app. That way you can turn on certain plug outlet on here and also see the result of how much power that's being generated when you guys use it. So what I'm doing right now is to plug it in and show you guys how much power it does generate for each one of them for the input option. And then we'll plug in some of the stuff on here to show you guys and how much power it does give you guys when you guys use each one of these stuff here. So before we actually plug it in, I do want to show you guys what the screen looks like for each one of them. This actually looks right here for this one. Show you guys how much hours left, battery percentage, input, output, and show you guys the icon for whatever you guys are using. Right now we do have connect on the Wi-Fi, which is the app. Same for this one here, and then this one here, and then this one here. But now let's plug in cable and give it a try to show you guys how it does work when you guys do use it to plug in input option. We'll start with the basic one here first and move away up to this one. So once you guys plug in for this one, you should be able to see how much power that's being generated on here. And it kicks in the fan immediately. So right now it's maintained around 352 watts. And they mentioned how it probably take around 32 minutes to recharge it from 47% to 100. So quite fast and a lot of power you can see. Now let's unplug it and plug on here to show you how much power in this one. All right, so we just unplugged it and plugged it in this one. You can see how the numbers going up a lot higher. This one is around 625 watts. And they also mentioned how it probably take around 39 minutes to recharge it or 36 minutes to recharge it from 37% to 100, which is really fast. Like you can see the percentage on here went up pretty high already. Within a few seconds, it went up to like 2 or 3% already. So that is how much power it does provide for this one. Now let's unplug it and plug it into the bottom one here. All right, so we just plugged it into this one. When you guys look at the power on here, it shows you guys how much power that's being provided. So right now it's around 870 watts and it's going up and down when you guys do plug it in. But they mentioned how it'll probably take around 34 minutes to recharge it from 54% to 100, which is super fast considering how big the product is and how much power that's on here. Now let's unplug it and try this one right here to show you guys how fast this one charges. I'm not sure if it'll give you guys the full potential on here since it is 88%, but let's give it a try. Alright, so we got the cable plugged in. You can see how the number is slowly going up and the fan kicks in immediately. So for this one right here, provide you guys 1161 watts of power. And the fan on here is really loud when you guys do charge it, if you can see. And it slows down the power on here because it's very close to 100%. So the lower your percentage is, the faster it charges. But once it reaches like 80% or anything higher than that, it does slow down the charge. If it's right now, it's only providing you guys 500 compared to earlier, show you guys around 1000 watts. So still pretty fast for what you guys do get once you guys do go above like the 80% limit. But if you guys saw earlier how it give you guys 1100 watts of power, which is a lot of power. So now let's unplug the cable and give it a try for the laptop and show you guys how much power it does provide when you guys do use that. So right here I do have my MacBook Pro and MacBook Air. For both of the laptop, I'll plug into this one because this one gives you guys multiple USB-C option, wherever these only give you guys one. So I do plug into this one here. You can see how it starts charging. And right now it's providing you guys around 56 watts. So very close to the 60 watts that they mentioned on here. And they mentioned how it'll probably give you guys around 2 hours of battery life if you guys maintain that power on here. Now let's unplug it and try the other ones. So for this one, I actually show you guys USB-C, but show you guys how much power that's being generated on here, which is around 93 watts, if you can see. So currently maintaining that power on here. If you guys try this one right here also show you guys USB-C, and the number is going up. So this one, it goes to 92 watts, which is also very close to 100 watts that they mentioned. So still provide you guys a lot of power when you guys use it, if you see. Now try the last one here. So for this one, they mentioned how it will provide you guys 100 watts here and 100 watts here. So right now, when we do have it plugged in, it doesn't seem like it works. Probably because of the cable issue. But once you guys replug it, you can see how it does work. And it maintains around 92 watts when you guys only plug in one. If you guys plug in the other one, the number goes a little bit higher. So because we are using for a MacBook Air, it won't provide us as much power as a MacBook Pro. That's why it goes to 154 and not close to 200 watts. But very cool how it does allow you guys to charge 2 devices at the same time if you guys do need to. Now let's try something that's more powerful and turn the electric kettle and show you guys what happens when you guys use it for all the devices. Alright, so right here we got it all set up. So for these two right here, it won't really work too well. This one will not work for sure. This one will work for a little bit and this one will work, but it won't give you guys a maximum of power on here when you use it. So try out this one first to show you guys what I mean. So turn it on, press right here to activate it. If you guys watch what happens, instantly it turns off and it shows you guys overload protection. And it turns off the AC option here as well. So that one will not work. Let's try the next one here. So here we do have the next one. Turn it on here. This one, like I mentioned, it will turn on and it will work for a short moment. You can see I'll show you guys 600 watts. But if you guys wait a few more seconds to let it kind of start boiling, once it really starts to boil, watch what happens. It turns off and it shows you guys overload protection. So for electric kettle, it won't support it on this one, but it will kind of support it just temporarily, like a few seconds, because once it really starts boiling the water, then it does turn off. Now try this one in the bottom. Turn it on, give it a try. Like I mentioned, for this one, it does work, but it won't give you guys the full potential of how much power that's being generated or how much it does provide when you guys use it. MCL right now is providing you guys around 817 watts. So the product definitely does work and it does support it with the X-Boost technology on here that supports the device up to 1600 watts. But it brings down the power to 800 watts when you guys do use that. You can see. Now I'm actually unplug it and trying this one to show you the difference of these versus here when you guys use that. Because like I mentioned, this one supports up to 1800 watts, which is way more power. But let's plug it in to show you what I mean. So like I mentioned, for this one, it only gives you guys these output on here. So you guys only plug in here or this one right here and not these if you guys were to use something more powerful like electric kettle. And you do want to make sure to turn on the AC button in the back in order for you to use that. But I'm going to turn it around to the other side to show you guys how much power that's being generated when you guys use that, because the display is on the other side and not on this side. Alright, so let's do turn it on. It does turn on. And when you guys do look at how much power that's being generated on here, it provides you guys way more power. Currently at 1400 watts, you can see. And the fan kicks in immediately when you guys do turn it on because it's using so much power, even more than the input option. So because right now it's providing you guys the max power on here, which is 1400 watts, it boils the water way faster than the other one, which is only probably got 800 watts max. This one is 1400 watts when you guys use it. So definitely probably has a lot more power on this one when you guys do use it in C. And for this one, if you guys want to plug in more stuff on here, it will support it. However, these right here probably will not support any more than electric kettle for this one, and then this for small devices. Like for example, if I do plug in my MacBook Pro on here, it will work because it's probably like another 100 watts of power, which is not too much. So that's pretty much a quick little test to show you guys what you guys do get for each one of these when you guys use it. And you see how well it does work for this one compared to the rest, even just by using it by itself with the 2 USB-C option and then the AC option right here. And like I mentioned, for each one of these right here, allow you guys to look at an app. So if you guys do open the app right here, this is what it actually looks like. So feel free to use whichever one you guys want to see. For example, for Delta 2, this is what you guys see on here. And you do have the option to turn on and turn off USB, AC option, DC option, etc. And then for the setting page right here, you do have the option to change the different setting. The max would be 1200 watts when you guys use it. And you do have the option to customize other setting on here, especially like the X Boost technology if you guys want to. If you guys want to go to the other device on here, let's go to Delta 2 Pro or the Rover 2 Pro. Same thing, but this one only gives you guys AC and DC. Don't allow you guys to turn on and turn off the USB option. So that is pretty much what the app looks like when you guys do use that. Alright, so now that we show you guys the difference of what you guys do get for each one of these right here, you can see there's a huge difference comparing to the Delta series versus the River series. It provides way more power, a lot more outlet, definitely very bigger than the other one, and the fan on here is much louder than the other ones here because it uses so much power. But I believe for like the Delta 2 Max and the Delta 2 Pro, those will not be as loud for the fan option because it does have a better like technology inside or better built. And like I mentioned, for this one, allow you guys to put an extra battery on here if you guys need to. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. Now that we show you guys what you guys do get for each one of them and how well it does work, now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not and which one's the better option to go for. So if you guys compare all four of these right here, I think it's a very obvious choice that if you guys were just looking at the River series, then the River 2 Pro is the best option to go for, which is this one here. But if you guys compare all four of these, it's a very obvious choice that the Delta 2 is the best option to go for out of all four because it does provide way more power for the input and output and also give you guys a lot more output on here for you guys to use. Only really issue that I have about the Delta 2 is the fact that for the AC option, like I mentioned, it only provides guys 2 of the grounded option, which is 3-prong option, and probably guys 4 of the 2-prong option, which I kind of don't understand because for this one right here, even for like the River 2 Pro, it gives you guys 4 of the 3-prong option. So I'm not sure why they couldn't do it on this one, but maybe in the newer version, they will have that available. So that's pretty much my feedback in terms of which one the most worth it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4. But obviously, regardless of which one you do get, all of them are actually pretty good. So you can't really go wrong with either one of them. It just depends on what you guys are planning to use it for. Whether you guys want to use it for like home emergency option, home usage, office usage, camping usage, or whatever. That is totally up to you guys. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, obviously don't buy one and save them on something else you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.